Omwancho mulire bugeta seni Ndizi TV na gosogeri baire buya ninde no gosemeranga no gene tokobo kwegokia kubaterana kubatukana emeroberi togene tokobo to kwaliganira imegeta seni Ndizi TV cyaragire cinsa isato buna erebo tambeli tuko liechuma mosi cinsa isato bune kini gotogotwara Ekeumbu cinsa isato sengsaranzete Ekerogo kia John Kebati nene sokwene kia buna omuroberi onyare kobo gochira senchira yobo ikero na manga togenda tokobo to kwaliganira ekorubwaga kiete ugoikera cinga kibune chi kobwa mono abasaki baito mangana maya cinga kibagenda tokoba kweneke bebusuire cingongo iri banyara koba ko yasangire nako yareta buna libo iri mutunyara koba etogosanga amonaye uritokobwatera na rwetera somo niwe manyariga korokwa Joshua utango cyande asekero getari getambere tunyara koba togosanga amonaye nganyara koba gagwateka Mwancho murigere buna erebo tambe Ekeumbu anene cinsa isato nigo togo chitwa kwanera amangana amange ayarengete amagendero siasa naboigo amangana amange ayo ago kukuna ayebuno mwancho murigere kogera litu kuri rero ime studio gotogo chikoba togo twara abageni baito omogeni Juli nyancha manaboigo Rose Nyamoita ase echuma eye nigo tonyara koba togo chengera lituko lio mwana enyaroka na tugatebanga umwana enyaroka nabo ere anyara koba gusirwa asenchira ya bene naye boikerano linda anyara koba kweneke buno anyara koba gwetene na igo emaragoba ya bono katwakorere amayanto anyara koba togusanga amon nabagende baito ime studio amayayo mwancho muri gena boko bagako ya bwati agwetera ase enchira ya Facebook Ndizi TV News Digital nabo gwetera asenchira ya YouTube Ndizi TV News amaye maragoba ya bono nigo togo ya chaka kurwa account ya Kisii ase eyamate eyamokurwa ase ensemo ya bumurenda ime constituency ya Bonchari yanyale kobe komocha wizara ye chindemero ase kali bagoteba nigo bale no boba buna anene ndemero yabe yera senseme yo nigera chikobe kurwa nabo igo eserikali kuira ele kweneke buna nyale kobe kobeka emerobelio yamagendero ayo asenseme yo kolengana nabarabo nigo batebire bose baganiriye anene eserikali nyala kobe gochaka obotukiba bene na kweneke buna banyale koba kuiranirwa endemero eyo asenseme yo musakyo ito mangana maya Brighton makori nyala koba wikirana asenseme yo nagotoletero robot yoro asenchire weme
agiga yoboteneri ebwejindemero ase county ya Kisii komachigwa soboteneri bwaba samatuka maiga nigabono ya mateyemo koru ase kinyorukia bonyaoro umulinda wodi ebunge ya Bonchari county ya Kisii nabarubu banyarire bakomoche boteneri obo na bago toerera
endugu yane ya bwatatu togacha nikida itokomo sokia togachira chigabigererwa sachi gasoka chiakole chibugise kare sachi yasoka bagagera bagasebe chigakore rumwe bari ucha komosokia kero bago saini batenge daito yere fake after ya research ya lands banya profile kero bono litukuri gocha komosanga wacho gotu tutiane kyabange taite fake na kibono ya to sinto ko ya serikali tokonya process kitoko bwate konya to kungarandi sinere corrupt bono to hakikisha ngane corrupt
timdiri ko paragasi na bero mpaka marago aidana paka igoro kontare kuma
ndota kumanya amanganaya abagukwana igoro yiteto did ne yango gose
ono no gweso kora yanwa batete tit tukanyereta bakanya proof kero banya proof tokate gwe system ile kanga twaganyira like 2 weeks ekaro yigete ancha twakore process yakaro to selu mwese na lwacho ko tabangete ro tike inere fake
yete ekilaki yae yate twamwete oira mali oteva kedigo koligasi twagenda numuswati yo pato tebito antoli keru ingi kebonete se taiteli pato taimbali ko koragasi mimi
bono nigwanyare bakubori serikali gwesona nigatina kubakonya erinde kuganya na ingana eyo
kubono kubole serikali tokonya ekerinto munebyo tunabana inchi binto mbiro tari kumanya serikali chimali goselanzi atu kumanya mali abantu balance bako kartu aje kumbone ngikimprose kitokubwata sengije tontume tengo korere chu yara kori tari tangani yara gosokia ebange goturtana na batokani batuira ne dibotiende
ona naga ni serikali esona nenyi ngaki ebindo binde bigweta oikase sago beke saini yoko bokote batidi ko karagasi
Josephat noyomo kurwasi company ya advocate ya Nyagwencha oinero teruna amaskani na takirikoba no nyenekera abansibati banyari bagwateru endemero ase county ya Kisii.
Ige gango sababa ngina baba go tutali bagwitwa no mugaka kateiro omwise ko buli mutakieti bwoye igonarra geko gera tali bono mugocha komoseri omwise ke gabwate miaka 77 mbona gocha koseri gukaimo koseri mukwe
Boigo hena arabwate ojiase serikali
gegeta keire serikali etobwatesi ebinte kabire bikibyakire kotini yafuatiria na intukotore koruga iga kibato begete korurisabu twamanya inkitogokora ntogo iturisabu barabakirete
Alisio sero no yomo wikot brosava oinere nyareka gotwerera na araria kubatigwa atathuna asingani yo kigambero ngibwatiko machakonde gwensi kunende asinera boririe ebotheneri wechindemera ase county ya Kisii kubwatia machiko na maragwa
ngani neria kingekera iruru kotini nkoria lepuli epuli magistrate yatebanga gosomoire caspe gose bond ebintu ebi binitetie process nyoene title nkolikerwere order ya iru CID koru CID yagenda runs nande yaira na tu CID nande koru CID yaira na tu 14 omuntu oyo mana kurororo over list after oyo kumutenenera atenenire aso a magistrate ayasire ngara kumutenenera alenjeragete nande na chamorete 14 ekere kina kebene tokoba bono ige problem ya raisiri koti tebwati problem yona asinini ego kolegasi yaye as fast kunekonyara
ngoribotiri getaseni Ndizi TV eritariane Brighton Makori
Biemo na homusaki oito mangana maya Brighton Makori asoro boterwa senchira yobo ikeronto no gosemerenga serikali nyare kobego esana na kwenekia buna anene e amati nyare kobego kwenyorera obwene bwabo togoika ime county yenye Nyamira kubatikana no kungusana no kwanyara ko bago korokana ase chinga kichia abwango iga ime county eyechirete kati aba MC weso kina kobeko muswada bokumurusia bisi o mugabana be county eyo Amos Nyalibo bono nigo egati yabasaye nabanyare ko bagweso kebene nakoboria abaraya banyara ko bago chamo na kweneke buna banyarire ko bakobwaterana ligo ikirani chira cha magendero ime county yo ya Nyamira Mosaki oito job mangi kurwa county Nyamira na twaliganirite roboti rokobwatia
amangana nale twarorire amabale igaiga county ya Nyamira amangana ndatari kogokia
ase amatuko abwangoiga nigo amaberera amanene arorekanire okina ime county Nyamira gochakira chinga kichokugania kurusia omugavana bwe county Nyamira Amos Nyalibo kurwa sekerogo gwetera ase omuswada obegetu ase bunge yo boigo nigo kungusana na kwarekanira asabarai ase amatanga
tolerant gandorojo mukutano omuramo ororo kinega twekira samatanga tigatusike iteko babya bantu baminto
nseme abamenyi be county Nyamira niga babere bagwesokia na kugikeria ogotaiwana na okukwabarai no koruterana amangana
engane eri yagejetia abana inchi ba Nyamira ekero moko na kuramana iga moko na kuramana
musanana ese county ya Nyamira enter teribuye soko musanana
mbateba ogotaiwana na egatia barai ni gukora chikuirania county Nyamira maega
ga ase county ya Nyamira ya berge kunsana sana omwemsie ne governor bono masikanita iyo igonte togotaya abantu baminto ba Nyamira county amagendro aborire Nyamira county yaito esario kungusana mana ya MCA ebirogo bitatokonya na kuramana mukora kuramana matanga tuara masikani nechi insoni egekogera abantu bali bakwereire go batagete koigumoko batenga pole mwaba pole nande mwabasira libaga moji koleta mangana siasa matanga abantu bali bakwereire mbabwato borobo nene soki kibese kimubwate moko chakota moja ko 2027 tokonye bono igabuna
mbasa babaraibe county Nyamira utiga ogotaiwana na ukwo na kobeka bosio amagendero
mwanda mutiga mangana ipi mo kolega sera barenge motokorere gasi buna twabachorete esengenje chinga kingonya kwana jina ne 2027 nero rondo roche na ngakimo kore amagendero ngakimo tayo gokora
siasa ni anje iri gokorwa siasa rto ukani muntu taja gokora siasa umuntu naru nakurwa jago gokora siasa Nyamira atebwa ati problem umuntu naru no ngo borubo songa jago gokora siasa atebwa zida soro ngasi katiba ni mwanjire ta gokora siasa e bara gerembe Toroseli bahari, Gusii tutugule bahari utosimeka matoke bara. Ikintu tutagitena magendero.
Enjererio kuna gukwana naye no mu MCA ora assembly inchengo bateya ba MCA baito mwenzi. Bwatirana no mugabana. Mokoregas. Ibamona kominyokaniga ntutete torrenga ki abana inchi abatu abachorete mugasobisi ngento kimwatokonyire buna abana inchi.
Ali kuchipale chilitanga ni goika okoigwana kobokuya gekora chipale china chia bana ba minto bagoteba ngebinte birosi buna amagenderero.
Ntuntu agotomete na bantu bamamba wodi ochikorwani nyalibo. Iko twagotomete otorentera amagenderero gusubana bantu ba minto. Bono igonte tengo tebigo enyagitanere magomboga. Abangina bona to koibororo egwodi ebigoruororo abangina baito baibororo buya.
Ginko reporter ya Ndizi TV kurwa Kaunti Nyamira Job Maangi.
Biamano Mosaki oito mwana ya Job Maangi kurwa Kaunti ya Nyamira ase orobote kurwa senchira yobo ikiranu tokorana me County ya Kisii bono nigo oboteneriwe County ya Kisii ise mugavana Simbarati nabo igo ewizara yobo chenu yanyarekobe kwene kiabuna yanyarekobe kurotota obokoreri bwechinyagitari a imeye County eyo umurobelio nyarakobo gochaka se weekend nigo nyarekoba kwena no okoboko nere omuchibu obisa ase wizara eyo yobo chenu Gladys Aminga yote beringe getambokero ekigyo kurotota obokoreri anana sinyagitari ngati emerobelio esere kali County ya Kisii yanyarekobe kobeka elio kwene kiabuna obokoreri ase chinyagitari wanyarekoba ase nchira yobo ikiranu.
I'm Gladys Aminga. I'm the Chief Officer of Health, Kisii County Government. We are here to see the sites, how services are given. Today, we have reached in Ikorongo dispensary, and you can be able to see the 2 nurses are on duty, and the facility, as we have observed, is clean. We also came with the County Health Records Information Officer representative to also see how documentation is being done in this facility. And we felt it was prudent to also be accompanied with the Sub-County Medical Officer of Health, because that is his facility, that when we are seeing some gaps, we can be able to come and implement the gaps which are there and follow up the next steps on what we want the county government in terms of healthcare system to be done. We are impressed to see that the nurses are in uniform and they are on duty. As you can see, the facility is clean, even the compound is clean. You received the drugs yesterday. You received the drugs yesterday. Now we will be able to tell our community in Ikorongo that now drugs are there, the nurses are there waiting for you. The facility works from Monday to Friday because it's a level 2 facility. And we impress that if there's a problem, you need to call us and reach us. We are ready. Our officers are working in open door policy, and we want to support the healthcare system in Kisii County Government. His Excellency the Governor has really supported this facility by ensuring that even there's a records officer in this facility who is supposed to assist the 2 nurses in terms of proper documentation, proper reporting, and the reports will be able to be brought well. So that these reports are the ones you can even be able to bring this facility to see whether it can be elevated upward if we have proper documentation about how service delivery is being conducted. And lastly, I want to tell you about Mintonga. There are two other facilities in Nyaribali Masaba, no Nyagitari Monano, Nyaribali Masaba, to a 3 Nyagitari, Isato, one ne Yakane Toko Genda, and the Tokonyagotari Koranga Chica, Sita, staff of Vaiton Paregas. Muna Murga to I think Italians, Morochanga, Vantobeto, our sister Vaito, and Nyagitari Vaito, no Paregas.
Tukutikana roboti ruaye o mochifu officer we wizara wa Jereme County ya Kisii ase oroboti rwabene wiki eye nigotonyera koboto kwariganiria anene igoro yebirengerio abamenyi be County Nyamira banyare koba bakubwatoka korengana na ebange kunyara koba gegosangirirwa ase county yo abugo kwene kiabu na nyare koba okora emeroberia magendero a sensemo eyo Mosaki oito Job Mangi nyara koba gago etana na semo chonsemie County ya Nyamira mwanjo murigiro nyarakobo kwenyora ngase katiba yo mwaka w'ikirubere na 10 nigobono obochaki bw'iki serikali cy'iki county bwanyara takobogo chaki wa bene ase chi county merongo ene na isano na ibere cyanyara takoba chigwatananwa igobo ino kwa chikaba chikwewa obosibole bwa bene kweneke buna banyare ko bagosangireria ebango akorende omwana inchi gose abamenyi b'iki county cyo nigo bwatelibaga linene lyo kweneke buna banyara ko bakubwaterana no botenerwe serikali cy'iki county elyo goikiranirwa chira chia magendro ase chi county echio bono nigo county Nyamira abamenyi abo banyare kuba bagusangire birengere byabo anene ase oroboti rwa benere wiki ase tolingete koranga inembirengere riki abamenyi aba banyare kuba kubwatuka nabo igo kwenekia buna ebango yanyare kuba gegosangirirwa nabo igo tumeka ase nchira yobo ikirano tigambatige amonoroboti rwa bene ase wiki eye ase Victor Obangi boigo sultan banyare kuba kubwatirana amona job mangi na gotwariganira roboti oruo ase nchira yobo ikirano.
Elinde kuikerania amagenderero imechi county emerongene na isano na ibere ichire imense icho Kenya ugusangereria kwebango negintu kyengencho kebweneretse kumulekerwa ase oboime nigo emeroberio ebweneretse kubekwa buna egetambokerio county Nyamira irete chitariki emeronge 25 mutinyo kianda omwaka gw'ekiri 2023 yogosangereria ebirengererio igore omuswada of finance bill omwaka gw'ekiri 2023 goika omwaka gw'ekiri 2024.
CPA Dr. Asanath Maobe. I am the Chief Officer in charge of Economic Planning, Resource Mobilization and ICT. And I'm glad to be here today because today my department in the Directorate of Revenue, we have a public participation regarding the finance bill for the fiscal year 23 and 24.
CPA Asanath Maobe oyore omo chief officer asegetaga kumolekera ogosangereriwa kwenibo asomono bwekenya molero economic planning resource mobilization and ICT nigo agotwerera ekerenga ekenene kyomoroberio yo nogosangereria ebirengererio byabamenyi igore chinchera chokomenta enibo nebango egosangereriwa.
In the year 2022-23, which has just ended, we were able to increase our revenue collections as county government of Nyamira. We were able to attain a 68% increase from the previous collections that we've had. And for us, that was a big thing because we were able to automate most of our revenue collections. And so then we did not have a lot of leakages. Plus, we've actually been able to do what we call valuation rolls. We've been able to value our lands properly and be able to give them the right values because we also appreciate that that is one area that quite generates revenues for the county. Besides the valuation roll, which has just ended, we are also looking forward to kind of expand our tax base and be able to capture other aspects that we could say are dormant in terms of our previous act, that is the Finance Act for 2023, which we are currently using. We could like to make reviews on it, suggestions on it, so that we can expand the tax base, so that we can also be able to employ aspects of equity, so that when we do that, we are able to actually give back to the contributors of this revenue.
Omoroberi bogosangereria ebirengereri byabamenyi be county Nyamira igoro muswada oyo nigo ochagete asabo bisakurwase egetago ekyo koegwa amorokererio nabo igo amachiko igore chinchera barachi gosangereria ebirengererio igori chikeli
the three wards.
boigo batarachi gusangereria ebirengereri ebyo nigo litang'ani babete bagusangereria ebirengereri by'abantu ao anene mono abantu bamatatu bodaboda abonchereria na boigo abantu babwate chiba.
Following, leading to this day, we have had a session where we had focused groups, and in these focused groups we were able to get views or proposals regarding the finance bill from one, the matatu industry. We were also able to get views from the border stakeholders. We were also able to have views on what the citizens feel should be the appropriate rates for liquor and licensing. So we had a group of bar owners whom we had a very interactive session with them. We also had other stakeholders in the single business permits, that's the trade, and we were able to interact with them and get to hear their views on what they feel is the proper ways of raising revenue for the county.
Abo bisabu niko babete bakora ogusangereria kwe birengereri by'abamenyi image ward kire image sub county isano kya Nyamira.
Amisi aninye Kisii kutoka alafu arabu Kericho miaka 6 Tenwek Eldoret na Nairobi. Na Nairobi. Is that what you are recommending? Okay. Now we are done with that one. Yeah.
Ekero twikiranite asegetu kya Gesore ward ya township nigotumiranite n'abamenyi be county ya Nyamira bali angekorwa ebirengereri byabo.
Jasa Marieta Group Moses Nyambane na seito no gaiga Gesore. Gesora igengi mapin tobwate area development committee ngochea. Lero igotobwate issue ekurukuna public participation as a finance bill ya Nyamira County 2023-24. Revenue collection ntotagete korwa se county ya Nyamira. Lakini government yoka nere go create environment yengi ya yebiasara because revenue nyinge gekorwa se biasara. Woka banyana say collect taxes abaro orokia what they have done with the taxes they are collecting nkiba collect tax kirichi kuna ba kuna collect egere ba encourage bali bara se biasara for taxes.
Asa Marieta ngoro kwa beli usoro mocheche inkana Gesore na inde na goki gumono ekero na igure nga county government as a township ward kokorabare public participation as a mangana finance bill 2023-2024 financial year. Buna information twaye nyonete igoro na ndino botuachira turi no kuganyoko nene tororenga finance bill yeyo nkiye bwate guchi asa abantu ba township na abantu ba Nyamira County as a whole na inde ngosemeriki era rente asa abantu abuga sumwa kugocha mo especially ekero tualigereria asa mangana itad for government ase miaka 10 ya etire amangana nara manene tuabwate na intu kuganinga na bari gocha kokorekana lakini asenjire yemo asa asenjirende mangana itarakorekana igo buna tuachira na buna intu tukaneti goseri na botuare kuganinga tonyore ogosemeri mono asa abantu ba Nyamira County.
Omobisa otometune county oyotenenerete ogosangereria kwebango nigatanganerete kubasemya igoro ya mangana are ase omoswado yo na igoro yali chiko igoro yogosangereria kwebango
kurukuna sub county revenue officer nero yoteneine igagotenenera ase sub county engima amangana yekibesa onsipi ebangegie ko bagekorwewa Ekigo naba mukerigereri mumanyenga eyinere epamiti gose nakie kibali gekorwewa ase serikali ya Nyamira gochia saba nyabiasara bali bagokora babwate kiduka babwate kihoteli babwate ebinto bune babwate bakachinyomba kyo kwegokya kinyomba kiebiteli kerensemo enganende ntagete ko balendera ase mambiyeli tukoria rero nkeringa kibese kyonsi pibanechi n'abatebi chiko bachigo sangereriwa igo kiwenete goikere serikali ya Nyamira chinse 24 kitaraeta onde bwensi otaraena na goso otararu kibese chiko kiase serikali ya Nyamira karo kiasangereriwe na endo oromwe omokori emeremo oyo obunire lichiko na ende gakoirerwe getambukero ntobwate kero monta kire wakana gose n'abantu barente bintu seita baretire kigali baami bye bintu seita obwate kana neli chiko igo omuntu oyo akoe guchinsa ibere
Beatrice Okioma oyo lega tiabarai ase chirio kebirigo imeyabunya matuta ward igo aete okoboko ekengese kieri chiko ekigekogania ebango gosangererigwa kobwatekana n'obonene bw'echiro n'obonene bw'omochie.
Asa malieta ngoroku Beatrice Okioma indo munyabiasara ase chiro ya kebirigo na nene mono vice secretary ase echiro ya kebirigo a committee bono ase litugolia rero igo twa sangirikanira iga isiko yo bisio ma MCA ase ngenjo ye finance bill to takire kosomero na anene buna abanyabiasara twanya ko batogochamo egere tunya ko batokorora ase banyarire ko babago chachi bobege kora tunya ko bakombativo ekero bagenderete ko kusangiri revenue yabo chi section yawa na muroche bagenderete mayaga gaiga ito tagete ko ba macho egere torore ase tokuniru tunya ko batoko rekabishirwa elinde na rituranya ko batoko ri biashara bieto no botwero. Nabono akarato gandrete kuligirise kwirende list bato ase family te bato twanyora na chichiro njirororo chiri chinene buna bono chebirate bakonyebwekana ebintu byago chimakairo imena gochake birigo lakini babonete bono kuchenjike ko rene town yanene bwate baka chi restaurant bwate baka big hotels asa maguri chi toilet tofauti ase ngenjo buna abantu bako muno muntu akoni mono na baboneta anache chibesi chireigoro mono ase ngenjo are ase catchment area unlike abantu bakare in the reserve areas ase ojese county ya Nyamira ko bere nelimi ya mana ase ngenjo bago to beka in mind bato incorporate ase all that they want to do for us or with us.
Ekerengero lyekwegwa okoboko no chief officer Asenat Maobe oyo gokwanira ekerenga kiabo ekenene no komenta ebango igosangererigwa ase kerenga kia emia ya mone 50 ase emia aso mwaka oyo.
In this way that if the border people, the market mama mboga is actually paying for these services, as a county we are also committed on ensuring that they get services back from the government in form of market shades, in form of border shades, because then it is a benefit, kind of beneficial relationship between the revenue contributors and of course the government. The governor is very keen on revenue because his government appreciates that for us to be able to undertake most of the projects for the county, we will need to have what we call financial probity, pay our taxes faithfully, and is very committed to delivering these services back to the citizens. We actually look forward to making 150 plus increase, whereby because now we've been able to fully automate all our services, we've been able to do the evaluation of the valuation role, and we should be able to not go anything below 150% increase. And remember, when we talk about revenue, it is not a one man activity, it's a collective activity. And I'm happy to let you know that we've been able to undertake, even with the assembly, consultative meetings whereby we feel that even the MCA at the various wards, they should be able to mobilize the people, create awareness on the need to collect revenue. And so I can see everyone is feeling like revenue is part of their daily activities. And so because of that collaboration between the executive and the assembly, we are very much able to get us more people coming on board and being able to collect.
Samari da ngoro ku Vincent Nyambane nokora igaso obisio mu MCA Bunyamatuta ward. Ase obisio mu MCA ganto bwate what we call public participation ye finance bill ya Nyamira County 2023-2024. Abantu baito baje gosemigwa bamanye kyo bwenda gukora turuwe bango ase changes wenda gukora nkego chikorwe igere twene be county yaito aisuke muto. Obuyamboro rekero gusangirie bango because ebangenere kogera yaine be serikali konyora chibese ebwenda gukorera abantu egasi yose no chigorwa se bangeye chiakore egasi.
Marieta ngor kuchofre Marita mo secretary we kebirigo market committee na ndente netekorwa se section ya catering nejiba the wrong public participation ya finance bill toko na maoni na gotegera revenue chiachire chinya so kebirigo digital ya go correct revenue etige amangana ari abantu ba go correct revenue babika chibese mebuko abantu bande batindira. We want a system, improve a system, because to have digital abantu bakanira chibes chabo through smartphones na through digital ways. Na boy comment revenue we once ya college bintu nebyo ya bekire those things to at every in place we come here municipality ya kebirga rekana then abantu mbaisa comment churches take over paying for that much.
Nimete yoko ndari Nyamira kuna ke license yewe ayabona we license yoko bako ni melinga mu semite toga ndege ndo yoko rukunga ekero kwa golden ngombe tote kwa golden ngombe kwa kunyiro kuchia sigete kwa na romo bisa au sababu na igaho kuna kila list ile mia ya mo eteri ngombe kala muntu ta kuna chachile sietani tie shiringi mia ya turo chine ngombe kwa gora nekero wachire chiro konia ngombe gose chimboli isti wana takona cherwa yechire kuibere kero bwate rijo kero bwate kimbe chinyinge gose chimboli byose muchanganyiko na kona che district ribube kera tote bwate gari kwa kuicho mene gari chine chichiri chinyinge rijo you pay 2000 on year into the year.
Per cow is 50,
yeah,
and 100 per cow.
Ogosangererirwa kwebango kurwa sechiduka ningana yetwe okoboko imewodia itibo ase aboncholia ba etwe obosemia igoro yobuja bokorwa ebango.
Samarieta nkuru Samuel mugitano yo muri asinde kurwa se ward ya itibo yere not mugrango ekerenyo division Nyamira County. Yodi ndio tuacha rera senge nchiyo kuja kuparticipate amangana finance bill ase county yetu. Aba bisa batubekira ase oimas office batukwanira yari ngamaya. Igona ari gusaba kwansanga yari kunyarekana mana ase biasara bitoko kora byetu giduka. No hine bitoko kora kiore bina bakwana byogo sonda nebinde. No hine asiduka cyeto chichiro. Bare gosoa kabisa bamanya gachiro ire gatubwate. Bintu kibiko ni gwaroro. Andi bamanya bintu kibiko chugwa. Aba bisaba bagutumwa asegeti bina bona abachogi tukora sege ushinda abachogi basororo bamanyenge kibagwende gucuga nende bachoga asekene kibese kigenda ase county nabakonye kandi yodi asukira asenge njama gendero mono mona asigiduke kibate abangwe kora ni kiolseri ne kiduka banga paka imali kiri kinke tuwate yoski naro nari kumanya at least government yari wanje bimanye imanye jiduka chiria ase chire ani manye irenga chire chine ne kebeke category yabo nga ine chi wholesale imanye chi wholesale nga tubwate china chi bes yabo chini 100 china chi chiri chibwenerete bago je chiduka cha medium retail ne chini kise chi wholesale na jo chibachi manya irenga chire so tekara bago so igeti mbako bwatre ni byons bana chiri chine chika ses yabo ne tax yabo kando so tati bamanya irenga chire mono nari go sabange account imanye nga ntubwate chiri chine ne kando bachibeke kando chinki cha medium bachibeke kando kire gento kegende kwabo romere ka tubwate so deka ba uchikana chiakanwa tonyore tax tokora magendra se account yetu.
Charles Ongechi Osumo oyo tenenerete okwena na wechi license na kwanerete emeroberio yogo sangereria ebango wetera ase chinchera chekerero asatebete nigo bono yabeirege korobya obokoreri
asamalita ngoro ku Charles Ongechi Osumo onkora na county government of Nyamira asensemo ya licensing una rotu acha itibo gaiga tuamire na abantu baitibo abantu abatoereru andase ward ya itibo tuakwana barabo tuanyora na abantu baito ebintu binde mbire batamanyeti ege forum muneye okonyora bande bebunsire muna bono tuabate birigoro yejiduka asokonyora nga ase duko tagete gwakana ekero gutama kurwasie kekera bo bisabagire tego konye kiagera chibese cyugwakana kurwase tax ye license nere kogera chibara ne bintu binde bigendere ko koinuase itibo ward igo twabatebirie na ende twaberesire system una bone yagitenya our excellence nyaribo nigatebete cash njiarwo rero twakana turu lipa na mpesa onde bwensi orabe ogoja ngata gete cash twabatebirie abuna abantu bali chikon omo bisabwe county or under licensing nigo kumwakana chibesa ekerako ile your account number unalipa kupitia account ya lipa na mpesa igo egento kento abasensitize kwamba kulingana biashara byaye different categories of business kulingana biashara byao akana libagonya gosieka naende twabasensitize na kiro muntu buno gwakana yoko igwerensi yao on the spot tenga buna libaga kiro bisi watebera chi machine chisalegete lero to what the system to kubatumira through WhatsApp umuntu ende download license yae so na enjira twarorire abande mbabwato moyo mbaje bagendere bake bali bakongusa magega ege twabatebirie twabasensitize na ndi batwarira moyo next time it will not be like the previous years.
Elinde komentwa ebango egosangererigwa na gotanga oboibi bw'ekibesa kigosangererigwa asenatima obe nigakwerera egachemero oberio babegete.
We all know ICT is a game changer, and that is why when it comes to revenue collection we have embraced technology. We are going cashless, and as we speak we now have a USSD code that we use as a county to collect revenues, so that no one is going to give an excuse that because I do not have access to internet then I'm not able to go cashless. But we are also able to use the code so that anyone, whichever phone you have, doesn't have to be a smartphone. You just use the code and you are able to pay your revenues, and this code is *546#. Then you are able to get a pull down of all the menus that we have in terms of revenue.
Asesa bali ekyo kumugania omoroberio bogosangereria ebirengereryo na kuyabeka ase embeo nigo tokumbirana n'omugaka Thomas Mungare asense mu ya Kyang'ombe oyo kugania kumanya ekerenga yesabali yaito
Oiga siero ya ne lian con la kwa tire
Maiga yoko mwerera nigo nere abeteka kurwa ebirengereri byaye
Elietalia nangoro kuna Thomas Mungare Nenda bakunguto bwate no banana sana no ene taxi ne taka koja kurusiwa Eligereri mwana nchi oli ense kabisa abakongu bwaye tali abakongu bwaye bolense oyo lense gaiga eyebwenete gokora egasi torochi bono ntungokora tore ngotumia tore nsaige togocha twareterwa aganto abwe bwenerete omonto oria omogori okonachwe etax njoyo omokori egasi nche nomokori egasi iga ngokora ekebarua egekong'u ketabwati manende yaani etumbo aiga nabo tobwenerete tonyore noe gento kende nonye igoro ya oboremi batoretere oboremi ang'a egere tumanye na gento gete mbatoretere project gete torasoe gokora tonyora abagaka bakong'ire buna intwe tochake gokora project eywo toteberere ororo egere tonyore etaxi eye ekorigibwe enyore na twarosirie egento korwa ase project eye tonyore gotakisiwa.
Ewodi ya Ekerenyo abamenyi nigo babeti bagusaba ogokega ogwerigori ase abamenyi ekero bakonyora obokoreri kurwa ase chinyagi chari.
Okay, amalieta anguru Samuel Omoyo Mogere atule Ekerenyo lero kitari kieki asokurwa maoni enaro kwanira igoro ya afya yani okobweni gokwa abantu ese county yetu ya Nyamira ekero twaligererie bintu ebi ntwanyoro na Arsenal county yabekire kibesa kirabe kinyinge sana kitanyara gokonya barwaire bagokigo cyandika mono twayesaba era nikibesa kinse mono kibesa Ekerenya getari ya Nyamira gose kire Nyamira kyasindwa gokonya igogote bwanda kinyagetari kyesiko Nairobi, Eldoret, Tenwek, Kericho, Kisumu. Lakini kibesa bono gote bwakane omakorusyo murwairo imbakoro ekire kinyinge mono
abamenyi b'ekaunti Nyamira nigo babete bagusaba obutumeki obya bwebango ekobage gosangirirwa ninde bakikonyora amagenderero
ya 2023-2024 erigerie amangana health kibese bekerta borwere kire kinyinge mono chiari faro egento kende ekenene mono na mangana ye business permit chi business injire chiduka che chindagera ose chi hotel tiga kibese chira nensake amangana ye chipa barre na kibako beka chigende igorake so that teri abantu bonse ingoragera bare lakini amaruteri bonse bakonyu nestare igo chiduka chiri chia maru babeke igorake egento kende kenene pi amangana yokonie bintu chichiro na bakobeka pasak chibesa chikomo chikoba igoro tiga bari na kibara iraninsake so that karomoremia bwachibuni 20 teneta ko imono igo kiro monto natageta konye asomia bana ne county esuke ndoyeti togenda inse mbuya mono
njenare ngogo sabe serikali etoroseri chishedi na intuma mamboga togocha twatwereru mono noko twereru gokweka togotwereru ntori konyora batecha rinde tobaoneri rinde torwe bangu nende nango sabarinde bangu inera nate mono batoyere linserende ebenyo isiringi 20 ribagali ya 50 ari tora ikeri
abamenyi b'ekiro ya magombo nonyati banyorete ribagali ogoika asomoroberi oyo mbabwate aya igoro ya magenderero bagane kigokorerwa maiga yogosangirirwa kwebango ukia serikali ye county
asema leta anguru kwesta yatichi magombo menyete umuchano ole magombo makete ne chicho echo gongobera orokera lituko lakini cho chira china mana chito cyane tena amache to gosibilia matunda ne chinyanya ne tonie tutagete bana wakitogo chogwa echo geye to yakore gas chicho echi iguru chaba open abantu bacha chuwa abantu bakanda chiproti amacha ya akonyara asiekire mwaso na atogotaka twatumia lende gosibilia matunda lende customer chiari na maembe customer chiari dara giteka tore chiro nona nabo kwesaba oragere chiro
amasabo yabamenyi nemerobere buniye ko bagekorarigwa ase obonge elinde babe bakomanya ekero ekoba na libara chikonyora omubaro omonene bwabamenyi bagoikerana ase mesangerekaneye elinde barwe ebirengereri byabo
nabonte tote yabantu baitu banyamira bonsi pinga tubwatira namo
ebange sangererigwe bali bagusangererie bango basangererie bango egende gari county ebangere buya egere county itekoreki ekina abantu baitu tali boyo twetia biamono sana
bakore public awareness. Number 1, written scripts chibe circulated well. Abantu babe properly informed about the finance bill. Na ende convenient time eligiwe. Just that.
Ekero county government like other counties we compare na intue Nyamira na bibwente koroleka na iguru asa mangana ya awareness una bono ntubwate chi radio chito chi TV our social gatherings una chikanisa ni chi center na bo bagwenete kurusino ni chi poster chi kobe ku chinsemo asa abantu bararore information bamanyanga igento ngereke genderete.
Some of the green or untapped revenue areas that you seek to touch on as you go through the next financial year.
Some of them have got to do with what we have as a county. We could also like to create what we'd call some form of special parkings, whereby we are able to pay. It can be VIP parkings, and we are able to slot them out for people to actually come get those spaces and pay for those parkings. Parking is also one of the highly potential stream. Not new, but we're trying to add some new features to it. We also are thinking of getting Assess Act, T-Assess Act, so that we are able to also tax on that. We are also working on initially the liquor and licensing. We had some aspects to it that were missing in terms of the rates, whereby we've been charging like it is single business permit, but then now we have the national rates that dictates on what bar owners should pay. And then in terms of distribution, transport and distribution, we find that we had issues to do with trying to really say what does big, medium or small vehicle means. And so we've been able to add aspects like it has got to do with tonnage. If you're talking about a bar, when we say this is a big, medium, small bar, then how are you able to qualify that? So we've been able to look at it in form of either number of chairs, so that we have a very clear way of measuring what is small. If you're talking about matatu industry, what do we call, how do you define capacity?
Maiga yoko sangiriria ebirengereri bamenye be county Nyamira ni gobono umuswado yurabe ukoretwa asebunge ye county Nyamira asebono igatutse nene erinde aba MCA ababe bago kwanira inganeye na kwetianga ebirengereri kibira chikokonya umunyamira.
Marieta ankoro kwa Zablon Momanyi Kerina. Nigo nde director se department ya lands. Na ende ninje nalenge lead director in charge ase ward ya Gesima samangana public participation the finance bill 2023-2024 ase ke Gusii nere gokonya mangana yogo choga porusie bango egere bange yechi gokonya ase emeremo ye county ali amagenderera atoke ase county yetu bono abananchi mtu abwate chi proposal kitwaleta chinyinge chiabo abananchi baitu bagesimamba njirana na chirocho naende chinde nchire babeka amarekepisho echinde ba requesting achikei wake ase chi konyora chi proposal barra chire igoro ne chinde bateba chimente bono bune chia mangana ge mingi gose oboche na nechi video bateba ngatiga chikiniwe egere na lichira discourage abandu gotwale binte kabire bigera bigosalia abana igo nabo yarenge very objective bone mangana ya bono buno twasangereire mangana ya yakurwe saba na inchi na ende chi county chi ward chinde 200 chonsi amonkoreta chira maoni ayo abe kwamo ndelio aligereriwe kera bekirwa chokirwa beire ndelia iru county assembly gegoetia egaba nabeke accent ebe lichiko yogosangiririe bangase county ya Nyamira
ekerenga ekenene gyogosangereria ebirengererio nkugani koranga abamenyi be county Nyamira nkube kubale ase emesa ekero kya magenderero koruase omochie onyamira orobotirwa bene Job Maangi.